Alright, so this video is going to be a story time, which happened the other day actually. And honestly, this is just one of the more like crazier things I feel like I've seen ever. At least while on the job. Probably has to be top 3 craziest things like that's happened. I don't know. But this happened recently, so I just wanted to tell a story about it. I'm not going to say where, but like I work in a grocery store, somewhere in America. And if you know anything about grocery stores, obviously there's groceries. People are always in and out and stuff, a bunch of people. And I don't know all the grocery stores that have this. I know like Walmart, Target, and probably some like local places probably have this. Maybe I don't know, but like it's basically like a service they have where they prepare your groceries inside and then you drive up to their parking lot and then like some kid will just bring it out to you. Basically, that's what I'm doing. All right. So yeah, that's my day-to-day job. Don't clown on me, but so yeah, I'm just doing my job. All right, and this day is it's a pretty busy day, and this was still in Q1, so it was kind of weird because our most busy time is during the holidays, and then Q1 we just randomly one week got a huge spike in how busy we were getting, but oh well, it doesn't matter. So everything finally died down, and the sun was going down, and on my little device from the grocery store, the little device thing, it tells you like when people are here. So somebody pulled up and they're getting their groceries. So I get it, I go out there, and then there's like these two cars out there in like the parking lot. Now it's like a vertical like parking lot, like it's slanted, like I don't know how to explain it, but you probably understand what I'm saying. It's not like straight, but it's like slanted, so it's supposed to make it like easier for you to drive through and all that. But anyway, so I'm going out there, and there's this blue car and then there's this white car. Right, there's like this blue car on the left, and then there's this right car, like there's a space in between them. And then in the space in between the two cars, there's this the big dude, there's like this big dude with like a big stomach, and he's in the white car, right? But he's got out of his car and he's standing in the space between the two cars and he's yelling at this blue car, all right? And this blue car just has some dude and his wife and his kid in the back, and he's not even really saying anything, but the guy in the middle, he's just screaming at him. He's like saying like he's saying everything you could imagine to this guy. All right, so at first I didn't really understand what was going on. I just went out there, I have my little cart with his groceries. I'm just going out there, and like as soon as I walk outside the building, this guy's just out there screaming. He's like, "You dumb mother," like he's saying everything you could imagine, right? Just to give you an idea, I'll be the big guy, all right? So I go out there, and this is what the big guy's saying: "You dumb motherfucker, get off the road! Don't you ever run a stop sign near me again! It'll be the last stop sign you ever run. I would love for you to get out of the car. I can't wait to take my anger out on you. How the fuck did you even get a license? You're an idiot. People like you should like all that. Like you should like." He's just saying everything. He's like, "You dumb motherfucker." So yeah, like and so that's happening, all right? And like I was like, okay, well this is kind of weird, but I'm just gonna do my job anyway. I don't get paid enough to break up this fight. So I just go up to the guy who's getting yelled at, and I tell him, I'm like, "Yo, I got your groceries right here." And he's like, "All right, man." And like how it is, they have a code, and he tells me the code, and I'm like, "All right, you have a good day." I'm like giving him his groceries. He doesn't have a lot of stuff. He has like maybe 5 bags, and so yeah, I give him his groceries. And just like the entire time of like a span of like 30 seconds to a minute, like I'm giving this guy's groceries, this other guy is just yelling at him, and he's not even really saying anything back. He's got his wife in there, and his wife, I mean, she's kind of calm, to be honest. He has a kid in the back, it's just like a little, family guy or whatever. And I don't know, it was just the whole situation was just like crazy. I'm like, why is this guy like screaming? So anyways, like I finished giving him the groceries, and I'm about to go back inside. But before I do, like, this guy, I guess he was ready to get out of there. He backed up so fast, and like, so the way like I mentioned, the parking lot's like slanted. So he backs out, and then this other guy, like the way it's like basically a one-way road. So he backs out, and then he drives next to this white car with his window still down. And this big dude, he walks up to the window, and the car's still slowly going, the blue car. And then this guy outside, the big dude, he's walking outside his window, and he's like, "Yeah, get the fuck out of here before I shoot your ass. I don't give a fuck, man. I'll kill you right here." Like saying that crazy shit. And I was like, bro, like it went from him just like, telling him he's a dumbass to now he's about to shoot him. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, let me get out of here, bro. Like, so like obviously that guy didn't have any beef with me. He didn't even realize I was there or notice, but he's saying that. I'm like walking away, like on the opposite side. And then the entire time this is happening, there's like, I didn't even notice, there's just a crowd like standing like kind of off to the side. And like, keep in mind, it's like dark, but there's still like a crowd like that's coming out of the store, and they're like looking at it, and they're like, what the fuck? And they asked me because I was like kind of walking back to the building. They're like, "Yo, what happened?" I was like, "I don't know, bro. I guess that guy ran a stop sign. I'm not really sure. He just threatened to shoot him." And they were like, "What the fuck?" And then like that crazy, like it was just crazy. And so then I'm about to go back inside, and like we have like a security guard basically, She was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "I don't know." Like, this guy was just yelling at him the whole time, and he just threatened to shoot him like at the end, but he drove off. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, like, so the guy in the car, like I said, he wasn't really saying anything back, and but like, except for whenever he was driving away, he definitely said something back. So this guy, like, he's starting to like shoot him or whatever. The guy in the blue car, he doesn't give a fuck. He's just so he's when he's driving away slowly, the entire time he was being yelled at, he started flipping him off, and then I don't know why he decided to say this back, but all he said back was the F slur over and over. He said it like probably like 10 times, and just for educational purposes, I'm gonna demonstrate basically what this guy did. So imagine I'm driving very slowly and I have my middle finger out the window. I'm screaming faggot, 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 and that's all he's saying. So I don't know if he spoke a lot of English. He looked like he was probably like Hispanic or Indian. I don't really look at him, to be honest. But and the other guy, like I said, is a big dude. Like, probably he's got like the dad belly, like huge belly. Probably could have ate this entire family if he wanted. He was huge, and you could just tell he drank a lot of beer. He might have been drunk, I don't know, but he didn't seem like it. He seemed like he was ready to go. He thought he was a thug or some shit, but I guarantee he couldn't run if he had to save his life. He could probably roll though. He was huge, but anyways, I'm not sure I thought he was white at first, but I'm pretty sure later that day, like a few minutes later, he places his order, and then I bring my groceries out to him because it's the same white car, like in the same spot, but I didn't really like pay that much attention. So like at the time, I was like, all right, I'm just doing my job, and then it clicked. I was wait, I think this is the same guy. He was like big as fuck too, and then I'm pretty sure it was just now that I'm thinking about it, it must have been, but he was like really nice, like thanks man, like I'm giving him his groceries, and he's like nice, like thanks, and I was just like wait, is this the same guy who just threatened to like kill somebody over a stop sign? Now I get like it can be annoying if someone like runs a stop sign, especially in a parking lot and almost hit you, but I mean the threaten their life after that is kind of crazy, especially because this guy's got his wife and kid in the back, and then this guy's just solo and he got his little grocery. I don't know. He must have lived alone. I didn't see if he had like a wedding ring or anything, but I'm pretty confident he was on his own just based off like what he got and those groceries. Yeah, so it was very much like a really weird interaction. I'm just kind of glad I wasn't in the middle of it. I was kind of off to the side, but yeah, I told my manager. I was like, "Yo, did you hear what happened like in the parking lot?" And he was like, "I heard something, but no." And then I like told the story. This is probably like my 10th time telling the story, to be honest. But he's like, "Sorry, I'm sorry, man. You had to be out there to like witness that." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's no big deal. I'm just glad I didn't get shot because I guess that guy had a piece on him and he was ready to piece somebody up." So I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not really a long story. Quick little interaction. That's just this guy yelling, and I know like from the outside perspective, it's probably not like a oh well somebody yelled, somebody got mad. People get mad every day, but I mean like I get that's true, but being there and experiencing it firsthand, especially when like it's almost been a year now and I've never had anything like this happen, especially just in the fucking parking lot, like. And this guy's just losing his shit, and he's just over here just threatening to take this guy's life now. So, anyways, yeah, moral of the story is just I guess be grateful for what fuck just be grateful for what you have, because you never know when some crazy person might run a stop sign and kill you, or another crazy person might decide to fucking up the blicky on you and take everything just like that because he has nothing left or like to live for, I guess. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. So I'll see you.